Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Guy Lotriciano, and I want to welcome you to HSCI 2112W, Writing in the Health Sciences. I'm very much looking forward to working with all of you this semester. A little bit about myself. I've been in the Department of Clinical Research and Leadership and Pediatrics for about 17 years. I teach at all levels of our programming here in the CRL, including undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral studies. My area of expertise is in team science, which is the study of how scientists collaborate more effectively in trying to solve important global world problems. If you're ever interested about hearing a little bit more about that, I'd love to talk to you about it. But for the purpose of this course, I'm here to help you get a grip on the special type of writing that goes into health sciences work that many of you will do. I'm located on the eastern shore of Maryland, if you're familiar with that area. It's the right side of the Chesapeake Bay. I often go back to George Washington University throughout the month for different things, but this is where I live, near the ocean, near the bay. Also have a river that goes through our little town here. I'm sort of a country person, originally a city person, so that's where I am now. But to get started, I want to take you through an orientation of the course. And I want to start with drawing your attention to the announcements section. This is where I will leave announcements each week, if necessary, if there's special announcements needing to be made. I have this synced to go to your email as well as to be here on Blackboard. So if you need a reminder that I've posted something, it'll go right to your email. So if you're not used to checking the Blackboard every day for announcements, you don't need to worry because announcements will go directly to your inbox. Let me take you through a little orientation of the course. There's a Start Here button on the left side of your of the toolbar here. This gives you some general information about how the course works. Announcements, drawing your attention to the syllabus, the weekly sessions, assignments, discussion boards, the use of VoiceThread, how to post your grades, et cetera, et cetera. I always make sure that in orientation for these 8-week classes, I urge you to really look at your schedule, understand what's due when. It's a very compressed period of time. I'm very aware of it, and you need to be very aware of it too. It's difficult to get behind in an 8-week course because there tends to be no time to really catch up. So if you have any sort of personal challenge, family challenge, work challenge, that you need to speak with me about, you can reach out and set an appointment to meet with me. Because there are so many different students from different time zones, etc., I don't have a set office hours because I find that most always there are students who can't make a particular time for an office hour. So you can reach out to me and we'll find a time that works for both of us. Of course, one of the most important things is that you review the syllabus, which is here. Again, just use the left toolbar and just click on the syllabus. You're going to get all the items that are due for the semester and the weight of how much they contribute to your grade, our grading policy, and other types of information regarding academic integrity and also university policies and support for you if you need them. So the syllabus is that one-stop place to go to make sure you know how the course is going to run. More importantly, for the purpose of staying on track, are the weekly sessions. You see, we only have 8 weeks in this course. When you open up each one, it'll give background to the week, the reading and writing requirements. You'll see here, for instance, the APA publication manual is one of your textbooks. It looks like this if you're going to buy it. And the other book is Strategies for Successful Writing, which looks like this. Which looks like this. And of course, they're listed in your syllabus for you to obtain for the purpose of this course. Each week, there's a handy little checklist of items to complete, which I think has been really helpful for students. They can, let me share that with you. It's a great opportunity to check that you're on track for that particular week, the things you need to do. And in this course, there's a lot of little things to do. Each contribute to a slice of your grade. But since this is such a compressed period of time, it's really important that you use these checklists to help you out, to make sure you know what you're doing for each week, which sometimes can be maybe sound a little overwhelming when you look at it, but these checklists will help you stay on track. Let's go back to the Blackboard. 1 second. Here we go. So now we're back to the Blackboard. You will always have learning objectives spelled out. That's what we're trying to accomplish in a particular week. There may be a presentation, not always, but there may be a presentation available for you to watch. Might be in PowerPoint form, and of course the readings that are necessary for that week. The assessments and deliverables for week 1, for instance, which is your first week, is laid out as organized as we think we can provide you with without confusing you. And then there's something called a reflective journal. Every once in a while, you're going to be asked to reflect on your process in the course so far. And the reflective journal comes up throughout the semester at different times, so that you can reflect on what you're learning and experiencing, and I can read a little bit about how you're doing. Okay. Let me give you a more specific overview of this week. So the course is designed to teach you the fundamentals of informative essay writing and argument writing related to health science issues. We will learn how to read and interpret scientific information, how to discuss issues that are significant to the scientific community, how to conduct effective and reliable research, and how to write clear and effective informative and argumentative essays. Please note that this is an 8-week course, as I've already described. This means that each week will involve a number of tasks, as I just showed you, in order to allow us to complete and cover all course aspects in half the semester. For starters, week 1 of the course is packed with information and details covering a range of topics that are important for the rest of the course. Week 1 is a really important week. So if you're able to get started a little bit before the first day of class, which is August 28th, I would really recommend it. The course will be open on the 21st, which gives you a little extra time to get organized and get started on things. In week 1, we'll introduce you to the writing process. You will complete several readings this week on reading and writing in the health sciences, one of your readings is chapter 1 of your textbook for this course, which focuses on various strategies for successful writing. That's this one. Okay. After completing the readings, you're asked to do a discussion board posting answers and questions. Consider a current health-related topic in health sciences. If you were to write a paper on that topic, what would your purpose and who would be your audience? Are there special considerations for joining this discourse, meaning joining the discussion about the topic? How might you address it? You'll also participate in discussions with your colleagues by replying to posts submitted by other class members. So it can be really anything that you have interest in, maybe something you've never looked into before, or something that you already have a great interest in. It's really up to you what type of health science paper you want to write. And this is your opportunity to sort of kick ideas around. So I highly recommend that you be creative in thinking about what you might want to write about. There's also PowerPoint for week 1, as I showed you. You will also complete an introduction discussion board to introduce yourself to your colleagues. I have a feeling many of you have not been in the same class before. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it's a good opportunity to tell people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what your profession is, maybe where you work, if you have a family or pets or whatever you want to put there. It's a great way to start off getting familiar with each other, especially in an online course like this. This week's content also contains some high-level information about using APA. That's the manual, the orange book. Okay. APA is the style of writing and the style of formatting that we use in the health sciences. And you will, as you continue your career in health sciences education, you will be referring to that very often to make sure that your formatting is correct and that sort of thing. There's even some quizzes in the course to help you make sure that you are keeping abreast of the most important things, at least for this first semester, that you need to keep in mind for APA. You will complete a second discussion post this week, as well as a grammar review post. You'll read chapter 6 of your textbook on effective sentences and post a revision of one of those paragraphs provided to you. You will also participate in discussion with your colleagues by replying to posts submitted by other class members. Finally, this week you will complete a reflective journal, as I showed you, where you write a one-page response reflection on your own writing process. How do you approach writing tasks? What would you say is your skill level when it comes to writing? So we all have a different process when it comes to writing. Some people really need to think all their thoughts through before they even put one word on the paper. Other people find that once they start putting things on paper, they can go back and change it and make it more reflective of their thinking. Some people need special quiet time to write. And if they don't have that quiet time, they really can't write properly. Other people can seem to write in between different other activities without being distracted. So think about the things that really help you get going when it comes to writing and the things that you will need. This is important because although this is a very compressed course, you're going to need time to write. So, many of you may have family obligations, you may even have jobs, you may have other responsibilities that are, take up your time. It's important to keep in mind that you will need your own time to get through the process of writing for this course. So that's where we are. Congrats. This will complete your work for week 1 if you get all of that done. Look for next week's announcements, wrap up in week 2. I often I will every week have a video for you to watch like this one, but I may also add other notes and so forth in the announcements that talk about in general where we've been in the last week and where we're going in the next week, or if there's things that I'm noticing that are affecting a lot of students, meaning, problems or not just problems, but strengths that everyone is expressing in what they're doing. I will also call those out as well. Again, if you have any problems, any questions, you can contact me. If you go to the faculty information, um, uh, go to the left toolbar and click on faculty information. You'll see my information, my picture, and then also I want to call attention that there is a librarian that is assigned to this course from the Himmelfarb Library, Paul Levitt. I would highly encourage you to reach out to him if you have particular questions, needs, need help understanding how to research something using the library resources. Librarians are our best friends in academia. They help us with an amazing amount of information management and also help us reach our own goals. So I really want to encourage you to reach out to Paul if you have any questions or needs. Again, I'm really looking forward to this semester and working with you. And again, have a great last week of the summer, I guess, and we will get started on the 28th. All the best. Thank you.